Hello, welcome back to Victories and Vengeances, a video series where we talk about all the great things, all the bad things of the week, the stuff that grinds our gears, the stuff that really gets us going. I'm Mark Anthony Davis.
I'm Sam Lucker.
I also go by Esoteric. I started my new channel this week, so you should go check it out. Go on the Game and Thoughts Opinion page, and you'll see like the featured channels on the right side. Just click on that first one.
We're done.
We are done.
Were you the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you click on that. I got 2 videos up right now.
2?
Yes.
That's twice as many as last time.
Check your damn sub box. Turn them damn notifications on.
Oh, right, I did sub to you. I regret that immensely.
My God. Anyways, but don't listen to Sam. They're 2 solid videos. I would say 2 solid, not liquid, not gas videos. So go check it out.
Not plasma.
Well, I think they're. Let's not get into that. So let's start with the first thing. Besides all that, besides self-promotion, today's been a pretty big week for me. I don't know about you. Guessing the same for you?
Kind of.
All right, well, you go first.
I just have the one big thing. I'm done with school for a few months.
A few months. So you're on summer break officially now?
Until I'm told otherwise, yes.
What do you mean told otherwise?
I don't know where I stand with, my finals. Exactly. With all of my finals.
Oh, so you might have to, do summer school or something?
Maybe. Just for English.
Just for English. I might have to do summer school for math. But, I keep telling myself that's not an option. So right now I got 66, and you need 1 more point to get that D, and then I could graduate.
The 1 D he actually wants.
The 1 D okay. So I have a test grade that hasn't gone in. I think I got an A on it.
That's good.
So I go into, the test, the final exam, which is where 25% of my grade were, a 68, with 68 D. Hopefully. So I need to get at least, a 65 on the final exam. You might say, oh, that's easy. Just get an F on the final, a high F on the final exam.
Not in pre-calculus.
Yes, yeah. Because in the last one, I tried my ass off. In the last exam, got a 69. Brought my grade down to a D. But I'm just happy to get D at this point. I've been having this F for a long time, since basically the first test.
At what point do you as a teacher realize they're seniors?
And let me go.
Math clearly isn't, for some students, math clearly isn't their thing. Just, come on.
Especially when they didn't learn anything in math for the past 2 years. All of last year, I just cheated on every test because we took it online. So I was able to, put in one window, math way, one other window, the test. And I would just cheat my ass off. I still didn't get an A in that class. So, I guess you kind of have to do your homework, too. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
So, this teacher's kind of an asshole. She's, very, by the numbers, by the rules. No retakes, no curves, no nothing. And it's
no retakes is very not by the rules.
She thinks that she's by, her own, she's strict. She's not lenient with anything. And she's even though, in Franklin, for seniors, they kind of get, leeway and stuff.
So much leeway.
A lot. I
wish I had that leeway.
I could leave study hall and not come back to school, even though I had a first period kind of time type of leeway. Shout out to Elijah.
He really just walked out of the study hall one day?
In 3rd period, he never is in. He acts like he has senior privileges, so he just walks out it's him, 5 other people. They go to City Park.
I honestly don't think he should have been at Franklin this year.
He shouldn't.
This is a thing I've talked about before. I'm immensely worried about the people I was in summer school with.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't. If you're in study hall, you failed the class. Or if you're in summer school, you failed.
Some people failed the class, but they still have other good grades. Me, I have 5 A's and 1 F. Obviously, I still kind of deserve to be here if it was I was a junior with these grades.
It was mostly the same for me. I had good grades except for math. Physics was a low C, but that was my lowest grade aside from math.
Anyways,
I feel cheated.
It's time to have a big debate, Sam.
For real?
The great prom queen debate. Do you know about this?
Not really, but we've got a person outside.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Let's pause this. Voila! We turn into 3 men. Okay, I'm in the middle of this man sandwich here. We added our friend Young.
What's up, man?
Okay, so before you came in, we was about to talk about the prom king and queen thing. And it's actually pretty nice because you're running for prom queen, aren't you?
I'm not sure if I made it to top 10 yet.
Prom queen, you said?
Prom king. There is a guy running for prom king. We'll get to
Yeah.
that.
But he didn't make it to top 10.
For real?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
depressing.
I know.
Sexism, man.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I wanted to get to was our friend Aries. He was on the podcast a while ago, and obviously on the subject matter, he's like a big LGBT guy. He's like the leader of this in the school with that community. So he ran for prom queen. I nominated him. A couple of other people did too. And I voted for him. And it seems that really when people started talking about who's gonna vote for it, and I said Aries, I did not realize how many people were like transphobic. Or like maybe.
Okay, he's not really transgender though, is he?
No.
I don't think so. I think he.
Like what I heard, it's just that people were serious about prom, and they're like, and they thought he was like joking that he was running for queen because he's a dude.
That makes sense.
Like some people take it as joking. Other people I talk to, saw it as, well, this is not okay. He's a dude. Like they didn't even consider that he could be transgender. They didn't even get that far. They just said, well, no, he's a dude. He can't do that. They look at it like seriously, and like they don't believe that transgender should be a thing. Like that, this just doesn't exist.
Well, do you know that for sure, or do you know that they?
Yeah, I talked to him.
Well, I mean, like.
Had heated debates.
Some of them, they legit don't think transgender should be a thing.
Yes, they think like, how can you like? It's like, no, I believe in sex. It's gender bullshit. That's what it is. Bullshit. They're like, you just can't say that you're a girl and not be a girl. You have a dick. We can check you right now. You have a dick. You have a dick. You're a dude.
Well,
that's how they think. I mean,
not good.
I'm not gonna say they're wrong. I mean, he does have a penis, but I mean, if he feels like he should be tired of a girl, I mean, I'm not gonna say. I mean, it's not none of my business. I do think that. I don't know. I have complicated feelings on it, but how do you feel?
I don't know. I mean, it's when people start mixing up biological sex with social gender. Yeah. It's when people start doing that I get upset, because there's a reason we have biological sex.
It's like what you're born with.
It's what the science said. You can't just change what the science is.
But you could change who you are socially.
Yeah,
I mean, and also, people see like the physical part of the science, which you have penis, like you say, you're a boy. But like mentally, hormonally, it's also scientific that you could be a girl inside that man's body. Like that's completely possible.
Yeah.
Now, I do get the people that are saying, well, I mean, they could just say like, we don't know. I can't open up their brain to see if they're actually a girl on the inside. And like maybe they're just lying. Maybe they're just doing this for like, because they want to be that thing.
Because it's fun.
Because it's fun. I mean, that's true too. There are definitely people that do that, but I'm not going to sit there, like, I'm not going to diminish your reason for being the other gender just because I feel like you're doing it for whatever reason. I mean, that's none of my business. If you want to be called miss and you have a penis, that's none of my business. I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to stop anybody from living how they want to live, but I don't know.
What do you think, John?
Well, what I think is like, you do you.
Exactly.
Like, if you're a dude and you want to be a girl, it doesn't affect my fucking life. Let's be honest. Like, if you become a girl, do I like lose 80 years of my life? No. So who the fuck cares?
Same with everything. Most things in life, like, also, that's what I said when I first found out gay was a thing back like in 8th grade. I'm like, alright, that is kind of weird. I wouldn't like fuck a dude, but if you want to do that, I mean, that's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah, just know I'm not
Like,
one of the ones you're going to be fucking.
Yeah, it's fine.
The only thing I will care is you build a nuclear reactor next to my house, and if I have cancer, you're dead.
Yeah,
That's oddly specific.
Yeah, it is actually. Well, I agree with that as well. Who do you vote for? Like, what were your 3 prom queen candidates?
So, to be honest, I voted for like some random people I didn't know, because I don't care about like prom queen, but for the prom king, I just voted for Oscar, me, and like, Robert Johnson.
So,
The 3 legitimate candidates.
Yeah, because if I voted for Dantes, it's already well known that he's gonna win even without my vote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I take my glasses off.
Who's running for queen?
Queen,
a bunch of people that aren't important to us.
I mean, they're super popular, and a bunch. Well, actually,
so it's the people you would expect.
A bunch of black women.
So it's the people you would expect.
Yeah. So I mean, Dia ran. If you know her, she's like the big basketball star at our school.
She's cool.
She's cool. She's the one I voted for her. I voted for Aries, and the third person was I don't even know. It's like most of the people are just totally irrelevant. They're friends to popular people, but they're not popular themselves. To put it like that. It's kind of like a shitty thing to say, but like, who am I to say that? But I mean, that's what.
Well, I've said it about myself a couple times.
Well, and there's a cool story on how I chose one of the prom queen. So like 2 days ago, right? During lunch, I just asked out a girl out of nowhere, Shirley. I was like, "Hey, Shirley, want to go to prom?" She looks at me like this. No.
Of course not.
So everyone at her table were like, "Is Young joking or not?" I'm like, "Okay." Now I just walked back. But while I was walking back, one of the prom queen candidates, Maria Trung, she's like, "Vote for me for prom queen." I'm like, "Sure, I will."
Oh, that's who I voted for. That was the other person.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool. I only thought you could. I only thought you could vote for one. So I was going around. Like, some of the candidates told me, "Hey, vote for me." I'm like, "No, I'm voting for Aries. Sorry." I felt like a dick now.
Like, just lie and be like, "Nah, I'm voting for you." Yeah, sure.
I mean, I end up lying in the end, but that's kind of a shitty thing to do. They laughed at you. I don't even know who the fuck is Shirley anyway.
She's like this short.
Yeah, I do not make fun of you for doing that. That's
well, I think we're gonna get demonetized for this.
Who gives a shit?
I mean,
we aren't making any money already.
Dude, they have the boycott for YouTube.
That's a whole other kettle of fish.
I know, right?
I don't know about this. Y'all talk about it. I don't know. Tell me, inform me.
I mean, there's not much. Ever since a number of YouTubers like PewDiePie and JonTron have been called Nazis, it seems like advertisers have been pulling out because there's a bit of a stigma around YouTube, and there were other like smaller things.
Yeah.
Like
too much YouTube drama.
Yeah.
So right now they're trying to fix all that situation.
There was one video that was like a guy showing how to stab through a supposedly stab-proof vest that like our cops are wearing. But it wasn't like, "Hey terrorists, this is how you kill police officers." It was, "Hey police officers, this is how you can get killed by terrorists. So maybe fix that problem."
I mean, so YouTube thought it was the first one?
Well, some advertisers thought it was.
Oh, the advertisers.
Advertisers and like news outlets.
Yeah.
That's silly. So, the advertisers, are they like live read advertiser or like cold advertiser or like video, like pre-video advertisements that are pulling out of this?
Like everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Anything that gives you money on YouTube, all gone.
A lot of people's AdSense has gone down. Some say 80%. Some of the bigger channels have set up to like 80%. I think that's the highest I've heard.
It's like, I need to stop doing this for a living.
Some have said 50%, which is also really bad. Yeah.
I mean, they said it's getting better because YouTube's like doing all that, and PewDiePie like announced on Twitter like it's gonna be better like around May.
Yeah, he just got off a huge email conversation with YouTube, so he's pretty good. I respect that.
Thanks, PewDiePie.
They're all working on it. A lot of good people.
I don't get why. Wouldn't that video, just take that example, wouldn't that be something that you would see like on a Discovery Channel? Like, wouldn't that sound like something maybe like the Mythbusters would do? Like they would see like experiment on a stab-proof vest and tell you how it's not really that safe.
I mean, yeah.
And advertisers wouldn't pull out of that. It would be like informational.
But because it was some old guy in like the woods of Kentucky posting it on YouTube, they probably took that the wrong way.
Yeah.
This whole thing is stupid.
I mean, terrorists, we don't have to worry about them. They're trained killers. They already know all these things.
Some of them aren't even trained.
Oh, some of them just like...
Well, they're trained in the sense, hey, here's a bomb, go blow it up.
I'm talking about the people that are doing hand-to-hand combat that are going to stab police. I mean, if they're going to do that...
Even some of them aren't necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, my sergeant, right? He said, like, during his deployment at Iran, he only had one firefight and nobody got shot except for the terrorists.
Yeah, Young's in the military. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I'm shipping out like July 11th.
For basic?
Yeah, basic.
My little boy's growing up.
God. That's pretty cool, Young.
Should have told that to Shirley when you asked her out. I'm a big, strong military man.
Army strong boy.
Yeah,
I'm going to be away in different countries for most of the next 20 years of my life.
He's not going to get... The U.S. military... I'm assuming, like, National Guard, you're in ROTC? Or no?
No, I'm just...
You're just signing up for
I enlisted.
Well, then he might get screwed.
Alright.
Probably not.
As long as Kim Jong-un doesn't nuke me, it's all good.
I mean,
you actually, like, if you went out and he nuked America, you'd be safe. You'd be somewhere in between.
True.
If there were any president that we had to definitely worry about a war, it's Hillary.
Excuse me. Gotta go take
So, maybe Trump won't do anything.
I'm stealing this scene.
You do that. Look at that face, ladies. Anybody want to go to prom with that face?
Maybe.
So, what else do we talk about? Anything been going on in your life?
I mean, life's pretty good right now.
It's good?
Yeah.
That's good.
You know, I'm just like a salt mine accumulating salt. Dude, back in the 1800s, I would have been rich right now. You know.
Yeah, way back in
Moroccan salt market, baby, right here.
You would probably be a slave.
Silk Road?
Well, no, you'd be good.
Yeah.
You might die, though.
Yeah, I might get killed.
So, I'm going to prom with 2 people. I got 2 dates.
Henry and
Lindsay, yeah.
This is going to be fun.
I like leading off with I have 2 dates because it makes me feel less sad. But then when I finish that statement, it makes me feel so much worse.
It's okay, man. I have no dates, so you're better off than me.
Yeah.
Well, now that Mark's gone, I don't know what we're doing.
Speaking of straight white men, my sister was watching a video where the person was like putting makeup on a man's ball sack.
Jesus Christ.
It wasn't censored out, so I don't know if it's still there.
Oh, wait, the one where she's using his scrotum as like a makeup thing for her face?
Well, not that.
Or she's actually putting makeup on
She was actually putting makeup on the testicles.
Oh.
I don't know.
Because I saw one where she was using it as like a, what do they call it, foundation pounder or something?
Foundation powder?
You can never have enough face, man.
She was like rubbing it and like patting it.
Oh, she was using the balls.
She was using the ball sack to apply the makeup. Or to like mix it together so it didn't.
But those advertisers didn't run away from that.
Kind of like a makeup brush or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And, you know, when Kylie Jenner gives a cop a Pepsi, she gets shit for it.
Yeah, that whole commercial, everybody was stupid in that.
True.
The people that made the commercial were stupid. The people that got absolutely offended by it, like to the point of boycotting Pepsi. Grow the fuck up. It's a commercial.
Pepsi doesn't even taste that good.
Pardon my French. Yeah, don't drink Pepsi because Pepsi is bad, not because they make stupid advertisements.
Yeah. Well, don't drink soda in general because most of it just burns you more than it tastes or anything. Anyways, y'all have anything else that you want to talk about? Because I got a whole list.
You got anything, Young?
No, I just, you know, improvise.
All right, good job. You went to the. I saw you there at the Dylan Bourne talk about Syria and North Korea. I enjoyed it. I was surprised because you know if you've been watching the videos for a length of time, whenever you play Pokemon, Dylan Bourne comes up.
There's a bit of a beef.
There's a bit of a beef. I think it's one-sided. It's mostly one person.
There's a whole cow.
Oh.
That's how much beef there is.
Okay. And I never read any Facebook posts. I only saw him in person this one time. Haven't had a conversation with him. And from what I get from you is that he's super communist and like super defends North Korea.
No, he's super like weird about his like posts. He's like, North Korea doesn't have electricity. Shows you like a skyscraper, like with full of lights.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, North Korea has electricity based on their capital, but the thing is, in their capital is, you know, Kim Jong-un. Of course he's going to have lights everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, when he said, of course, I just found out North Korea has electricity, he was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
And he doesn't... He sets up these things that are, like, impossible to argue against because he makes it so broad.
And then he says, like, K-Song has electricity. And then I had to, like, because of that post, I had to research for, like, 5 seconds. Because...
They shut Kaesong off in, what, February?
Yeah, because it was a joint city by South and North Korea. Yeah. Like, when they made the nuclear treaty, like, where North and South Korea couldn't make nuclear missiles, it got shut down because North Korea just made, like, a missile, and South Korea was like, fuck you, you broke the treaty. We're shutting this company down.
Yeah, I mean, he sets up... And then everything is racist to him. He's like, if you support U.S. interventionism... 99 times out of 100, you're racist. or you're supporting a racist idea. It's like, no, it's not racism, it's nationalism.
I mean, it's not even nationalism either. It's money. He even
it's hashtag America.
Well, yeah.
That's what most of it is, probably just white Texans like America.
It's like he explained this. It's odd that he would say that because he said some kind of different when he was talking up there. It's more like, yeah, it's the military-industrial complex. Like, we benefit from going over and taking other countries' resources. We don't actually, like, it's not our problem. Like, our Syria, not really, we have no real reason to go to Syria. Middle East, I mean, 9/11 kind of justified it. But we were kind of over there for, like, I don't know, a decade too long.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he's like, we shouldn't, did, like, the whole 60-something missiles right into that one airport. You know, Donald Trump...
59 overkill.
Like, to be honest, it could have been a lot worse. He could have just, like, split up those, like, 60-something missiles into, like, fucking cities. But he just put all 60-something into that one airport just to, like, prevent civilian loss.
And Dylan is so inconsistent. There's what you said when he was talking about it's about money, not racism, which he's right, it is about money, but he shouldn't have started with the racism on a Facebook post earlier that day. When he said the U.S. is the aggressor in North Korea, after previously stating
that... But they broke the nuclear treaty that they had with South Korea. Like, the U.S. didn't do anything with the nuclear treaty. It was South Korean government and North Korean government. You're like, no missiles? Okay, shake hands. Bam. Now we're gonna have K-Song for you.
And not even that, going way back to the Korean War. He himself has admitted that he doesn't know who started it, and that there's no definitive proof whether it was North Korea or South Korea that attacked first. And that's really the cause of this whole thing. Like, if the Korean War didn't happen, this current situation would be very different. Not saying it wouldn't have happened, but that was a big starting point for what we have now. And so for him to flip-flop and say, oh, the U.S. is always the aggressor, after previously stating that he doesn't know.
To add on to what you're saying, so he's like, oh, North Korea saves electricity by rationing it during the night. But the post that he, like, replied on, it showed, like, the night sky with skyscrapers with lights. Like, in Pyongyang. Like, if you're gonna say they're gonna ration at night, at least show us a picture where it's like at nighttime, no lights whatsoever, like in the city. Like, to be honest. Then there's satellite photos of Pyongyang having like electricity during the nighttime.
Yeah. He and his friends frequently ignore evidence that's been presented to them. Like, they'll, in instances with me, I'll have like 3 points laid out.
Yeah.
And like 2 links. And he and his friends will attack the first point and say, oh, where's the evidence for that? It's like, I have evidence for it in the second link. I've told you exactly what to click Control F for to find it. So don't say there's no evidence. Don't say I'm misconstruing the facts when you're not looking at what I provide.
You know how like liberals talk about, oh, Republicans ignore facts.
Everybody does.
Everyone does. Like, if that fact fucks over your whole argument, I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna put the climate change doesn't fucking exist face, like, resting bitching face right here.
It's just a cluster.
Yeah. I don't see, like, immediately when he's done saying his whole spiel, immediately the guy came with like 5 examples why both sides are like wrong. They both broke agreements. Like there were talks like right after the ceasefire happened in the war. It was like, yeah, you don't do anything shady, and like I don't remember all the examples, but immediately shady shit ensued on both sides. So I'm like, why? There's obvious evidence that doesn't support your argument, and 2, why is this a thing that you care so deeply about? Like, what's his stake in this argument? He's just some white guy in New Orleans. I never got it. I just don't. That's the part I didn't understand. Why does he care so much?
I don't know.
And it's like people saying you should be vegan. You're saving cows. But the thing is, what's the point of one person not eating fucking meat? Like, one person against like the whole fucking like population that eats meat.
Also, meat is like the reason why humans still exist. We need that. It's another thing.
I mean, humans can exist without meat, but you're gonna have no fucking energy. Like, eating tofu, it's fucking nasty.
You're probably gonna die like a lot, well, not a lot younger. you're gonna die slightly young and you're gonna live a more painful life because you don't have things like sugar or things that meat provide, like certain vitamins that you probably couldn't get.
Amino acids, for example.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, as an Asian, when I see white people or like vegans eating tofu, I'm like, you just fucking boil it and shove it down your throat. At least we serve it with like sauce, we fry it, we serve it with meat and vegetables. What I see people, and they're like, oh, here's this package of tofu I got here. I'm just gonna boil it. I'm just gonna chop it up, put some soy sauce, and just fucking eat it like it's nothing.
Because I was gonna like see what tofu was all about. I'm like, I don't want this. It just looks disgusting. I mean, it just seems like something I don't want to eat. I want to eat like meat. I want to cook it, and I want to have I like having fun cooking food. And,
like tofu curry with like beef or chicken. Like, search up peapod tofu. It's like fried tofu with shrimp, onions, and mushrooms fried, and you put in a little bit of the oyster sauce. It's fucking delicious.
Alright, I'll try that when I get maybe a job and have money to buy all that stuff.
I mean, there's a authentic like Asian place that's like pretty far from here, like around Veterans, and they sell like grilled duck, like Peking duck.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's tofu, and then there's like roast beef. Chinese roast beef is like different from American roast beef. Like, instead of barbecue sauce, we use like soy sauce, like that's cooked. It's pretty good.
Well, I wish I was cultured. Speaking of ducks, shout out to Ben for bringing a duck to school for no reason. You saw that, right, John?
Yeah. Civics class first period.
Another thing, I guess we're still on the topic of politics. Donald Trump had a speech at an NRA convention, I think it was yesterday, and it really has brought up some of my mind because I saw people, like the people in the NRA that are for it or in the group itself, they're just talking like, yeah, it's all right, like, and the way they're talking about guns, like, so enthusiastically. I'm like, man, I guess there's something to this. And then, like I said, yeah, these are the guns that we use, and it's like fun for the whole family and look all nice and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then
some liberal will be triggered the moment they walk.
Exactly. And then I look on another feed. It was talking about the protest that happened like right during that, and like we're against fascism and all that. Like, I don't know, against ultra nationalism, and I don't see how having a gun and having that right is ultra nationalist for one. But it was basically the whole other side saying that all this shit was evil. When like inside the convention, it was all nice and everyone was having fun, and Trump was like, he was all energized by the crowd. And
I mean, for gun protesters, they're like defending the wrong part of gun control. Like, what they're trying to do is like, oh, guns kill people, but if you actually look at statistics, my source is from 538.
People.
So every year, at least like 33,000 people die from guns. But the fun part is 2/3 of that fucking 33,000, the gun deaths are from fucking suicide. Not from freaking some dude shoots a guy in the face, bam, he's dead. It's fucking suicide. Like, if you want to stop like all these gun deaths, at least, have a better suicide prevention hotline or some shit. Like, let's be honest.
Do you know where to find sources for that? Just so I can link in the...
You said
Link
538?
538 gun deaths yearly.
Okay.
But still, the suicide thing, I mean, you can just use, there's like pills that you could use or hang yourself. I mean, it's always, people find a way to kill themselves.
But the thing is, like, in the statistics, it said, like, at least 75%, I'm not sure, I'm just listing it in my head, at least most of them are, like, middle-aged white men. Yeah. Like, most of the suicides.
Because, I read a psychology thing about this when I was in the class, is that men like to kill themselves violently and women like to do it peacefully. So women...
More likely.
More likely. Women will use like pills to kill themselves, but men will like fucking put a double barrel shotgun to their forehead and just take their life away. Which I find kind of funny. But anyways, what do y'all think about gun control? Because I mean, after reading the Second Amendment, it said this right shall not be infringed upon. I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't touch it because they wrote it right there. Maybe I don't agree with it, but I mean, the law's a law.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Gun dealers.
Mm-hmm.
They're freaking like innocent. It's the people that do the gun crimes that are like the bad people. Like, let's be honest, if you're a criminal, you're breaking the law anyway. Why should I legally buy a fucking gun? I might as well buy it from the black market. So, if we do have like a successful gun control, there's gonna be still guns in the US because of the black market. It's high in demand. People are still gonna sneak guns in. because of the high demand it fucking has. Like, remember, wait, what's that time and era where alcohol was
Prohibition?
Yeah, prohibition. Yeah, people made moonshine and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great
so
example.
yeah, so people are gonna sneak guns in, and if there's gun control, a guy with the AK-47 is gonna kill a whole school, and no one can do shit to him because no one has a fucking gun to protect themselves. If everyone has a gun and you try to rob the place, you're less likely gonna rob the place because everyone has a fucking gun. If you try to rob the place, you're gonna point guns at you. It's like 29 versus 1. You're the guy with the AK, 29 people point at you with the M16.
In theory.
But then again, you don't want this shit to be the Wild West where everyone should just have like guns on them at all times.
I mean, in the Wild West, like the sheriff and the citizens having guns.
Not everybody had guns. It was
like mostly.
Yeah, it was much more contained than I think a lot of people think.
Why does film have to sensationalize everything?
Because it's fun. What part of sensationalize was lost on you, Mark?
All of it, obviously. So, I don't know. That's, I guess, all the moms will get out of that talk. Young, you're doing a good job. You're doing a great job. Like, you must get A's on all your DBQs because you're harkening back to like.
I don't put effort into anything.
Oh. Because you have evidence to back up everything you're saying.
Unlike some people.
Hey, what you trying to say?
I'm not talking about you.
Okay. I'm self-conscious because I don't have evidence for anything I say. Another thing that I had this week was I had to pay $80. Well, I was being strong-armed.
You were allowed to pay?
Yeah, I was allowed to pay $80 for a test exemption. So, you know, seniors, I don't know if it's at every school, but at this school.
AP, we have to do AP tests.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get exempt.
To get exempt for government, not for all classes, just for AP government for me.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, I have an A in the class. I misconstrued what he said like a month ago. He said, like, if you have an A and you take the test, you're exempt. I just took, you have an A because every other class you just need an A to get exempt from the final exam.
Yeah.
So I had an A going into that exam. I did not study. I did not prepare because I thought, like, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm just taking it for fun. Because he said, I just want to still give it out to everyone. So I ended up taking the exam. I guessed on half the answers. I didn't finish the open-ended. Like, I did most of it. I knew most of the answers, but, like, you know what? I feel like taking a nap, so I'm just not going to answer that last part of the question.
Oh, my God.
Put my head down. And then, you know, I turned it in. Immediately after the test, he reiterates that, so everyone's taking the AP exam, because if you're not exempt from this test. I'm like, fucking Christ. I'm screwed. There goes my A. So I have a 94. You know, I probably did, like, got a D.
Yeah.
But, you know, pulls me down to a B. I don't care. I still graduate, but I still like to have the 5 A's and the D thing going on my last report card.
As long as that math gets up to a D.
It better. I'm graduating. I'm not.
Just walk across the stage.
I mean, I'll probably still walk across the stage if I do have an F. Let's make me come back.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hopefully.
They might.
Hopefully we don't have an answer to that question. We just get the D.
I mean, for me, as long as I graduate, I'm all good.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if I graduate anymore.
So this week, I levitated. So I don't know if this is a social media thing, but it's definitely a thing that happened at our school. So, you know, this girl, Faith Nguyen, she was getting...
Faith Nguyen.
I'm sorry. Nguyen.
I'm not Vietnamese, though.
Wow.
Oh, no. Cut that out.
Did you just assume his race? Assume their race?
Well, ethnicity?
I wouldn't ethnicity. I wouldn't want to assume your gender either.
I'm obviously an attack helicopter. Do you see these guns?
I love that shirt. I would buy one of those again if I had money. But anyways, so Faith Nguyen she asked me, "Hey, you want to levitate?" I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, it's that's stupid bullshit. She did it during my civics class.
How does that work? Well, let me explain the setup for anyone who doesn't know, because I don't know if you know.
I don't know.
So basically, I sat down in a chair just like this, and she got like 4 people.
No, she just asked like the heaviest looking dudes in the class.
Dudes.
Oh, we're gonna bring 5 short midget girls to pick you up with levitation skills.
Yeah, so they got like the shortest girls right here, and like 3 like taller girls in the back, and like, all right, push your arms like here and under the armpits, and like we'll try to lift them up. All right, you barely lift them or not at all. Then they put their hands like this over my head without touching. Then they do it again, and for some reason I go higher, like they're able to carry me somewhat, and like that's supposed to be like a little trick. Like they didn't magically get stronger, they just did like some random bullshit. Now I could levitate.
They're turning tricks.
Yeah, I don't know how that
good
works.
sense.
I don't know how that works.
Dude, I know another cool trick. I have this plastic-looking toy.
Oh, no.
I point it to your head. I pull the trigger.
Oh,
Everything's gonna turn dark,
God.
and you might not wake up because that's the warning label.
Oh my God! Don't run away, advertisers. Oh my God.
We aren't getting ads on our videos anyway.
That's fine. So
Maybe in like the next month.
Yeah, we'll go back to making a half a cent per video.
I mean, money is money, so I mean it's better than nothing. So I have one more beef. It's against Blue Apron. So let's see if I can get this going.
Are you trying to drive away a potential future sponsor?
Yes.
Blue Apron's pretty lit though.
It's pretty lit, fam.
All
It's
right.
pretty lit. 420. Oh wait, the weed's too expensive for me, to be honest.
So I was listening to the Political Off Message podcast, and let's see if I can just. Who cares about copyright? So I'm just gonna play it.
Today's episode is brought to you by Blue Apron. Create delicious home-cooked meals with fresh ingredients delivered right to your door. Get your first 3 meals.
Wait, what the fuck? They didn't say it.
It's fucking raw.
All
What
right.
didn't they say?
They said they were gonna say all ingredients aren't created equal, and I'm like, that's kind of, I'm beefing with that, pun intended, because we're on a political podcast and you're talking about these things aren't created equal. Blue Apron's racist. I said it. They're Nazis. That's all.
I mean, to be honest, sports isn't equal too. Like you got Usain Bolt.
I mean, it's equal opportunity. It's equal opportunity.
Yeah, equal opportunity.
Is it
but
though?
Yeah. If you work hard enough, you'll be as good as anyone else.
Little Makumbo in the African desert with his belly bulging from his starvation doesn't have equal opportunity to training as Chad Smith, whose father owns YMCA's
Sorry.
across the country.
Sorry, that was my American privilege. I was only thinking about America, so you're right. Well, then again, you can make that case for anything and say nothing's equal opportunity.
yeah, nothing's equal. Like
Equality is a myth.
genetically, like Usain Bolt is genetically better than most runners out there. Like he's built for running.
He makes you inferior as a man,
Genetically,
physically and sexually.
man, I saw. Apparently he's married, but after the Olympics last year, he was getting twerked on by a bunch of Brazilian chicks. I'm like, what does his wife think about that?
Because
She was unhappy.
that's in Brazil. Of course you're gonna get hit on by lots of twerking girls. It's a sexy world's fastest man alive. I'm the fucking Flash. Catch me, ladies. Like, let's be honest. But like, also there's this cool thing about Brazil. So right now they're making an amusement park for adults. It's sex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one.
and you're gonna have like fucking dildo bumper cars.
Wait, what's it called? Sex flags? What's it called?
I don't even know.
It should be called Sex Flags.
Yeah. I'm going to Brazil.
Spring break.
So this is a setup. Go to AdultCon, then go there, and come back for PAX East. Sound like a plan. Anything else you want to talk about?
Now let's go play some video games.
Alright, so.
Maybe shoot up a school.
Please don't try this at home.
No rushing, remember, no rushing.
Bye, guys.